Alright, so here's what to do and what not to do during this full moon in the sign of Pisces, September 10, 2022. This video is important because there's a lot of things that we can do to speed up our manifestation, to receive the blessings of the universe, and also understanding our mission, our purpose, releasing what's no longer needed. And also there's some things that it's really tempting to do, but it's actually not helping. So this is why in this video, I want to talk over the do's and don'ts of this full moon and how you can navigate this on your spiritual awakening journey and how you can manifest miracles into your life. My name is Tina Wong, and on this channel, I post about content, about awakening, about understanding yourself on a deeper level and listening to your inner guides and knowing that you are the creator of your life. So you guys are resonating with any of that, like this video, and of course, hit the subscribe button too. Be a part of the crew. Now, let's talk about the don'ts. The do's. Let's go with the do's first, and then we're going to move on to the don'ts, okay? So, with the do's, it's important for you to first understand one thing. When it comes to full moon, a lot of emotions are going to come up, right? And when things are coming up, it's a sign that things are ready to be released, okay? So don't really feel like, oh, I'm going crazy. Oh my gosh, things are going overwhelming. What is going on? Is there something wrong with me? I made a video here on how the full moon actually affects you on so many different levels. If you guys haven't seen it, see it here so that it can, make more sense. But what happens here is that a lot of releasing energy is happening. So really focus on the release. Okay, I want you guys to comment below. I'm ready to release. I choose to release. I release, I release, I release. Work with that energy. And when you feel like you want to cry, have a good cry. Don't hold back, okay? Don't hold back. Cry. If you feel like you're really angry, express it. Like, I am so angry, and why are you angry? And I want you guys to go deep. Anger without awareness, sometimes it's just things, you're compressing and then things are just coming out. But anger with awareness, it really brings you back about how long and how much that you have been compressing and pushing down something that you've wanted to say, you've wanted to express. So that's going to be the key. The next thing that I want you to do is to be patient, okay? Do be patient with yourself and others, because this full moon in Pisces is in a very beautiful energy, mystical, right? And I made a separate video explaining the 5 things that you need to know. So do check this one out to have a better understanding. But this is the energy of also Mercury in retrograde. So Mercury is going to go in retrograde, like literally right after, okay? Right after the full moon. What that does is it brings up a lot of challenges and delays, especially in our communication, in our travel, in our technology. So some common things, and I've made some video, and I will making some videos on how this affects you, but it affects a lot of areas in your technology, your communication, and contracts, stuff like that. So do pay attention. If you're seeing delays, challenges, be patient with yourself, knowing that the planet is going a little bit interesting way right now. So a lot of the time it is not you, it's a lot of that energy coming through, asking you to be patient, asking you to be gentle. And the next 2 things that you absolutely want to do here is to ask yourself, okay, first, ask yourself the deep questions, because this moon is in the sign of Pisces, and we know Pisces is a water sign, asking you to go deep within. This is a good time to practice spirituality. This is a good time to ask yourself the hard question. Why? Right? Why is it still happening in my life? Why is this person showing up for me right now? What lessons am I meant to embark on right now? Okay, you guys can write this in your journal. You guys can rewind and watch this again. And I want you guys to really ask yourself, this is not the time to be like, okay, I'm going to be on my phone, be distracted. I'm going to go out with my friends and be distracted. No, this is the time where you wanted to take your time to go deep within. Ask the questions, because when you ask these questions, things are gonna come up. Things are gonna release. Outdated beliefs are gonna get thrown out of the window. Limiting beliefs are gonna get thrown out of the window. But only if you allow it. Only if you are ready for it. And the last thing that I want you to do during this full moon is going to be so important is to, when these things are coming up, I want you to tune into the energy of letting go and walking away. Why is this important? It's because there's certain things that we're ready to move on for a really long time now. And I want you to be honest with yourself. What are those things? Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a connection. Maybe you know that you're not wanting to be in the scarcity mindset anymore, but then you just go back to it. So this is a time to put your foot down. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to walk away. Okay, you guys can comment it in the comments below. I am ready to move on. I am ready to walk away. I am ready to step into my power. I'm ready to make my dreams happen. Okay, these are some of the affirmations that you can work with. In the description, I have provided a free moon journal where you can use it and to reflect and to write. And I also have a gathering every new moon. So if you guys wanted to spend more time together and I guide you through powerful practices, make sure you sign up in the description. It is absolutely free. So feel free. And the next thing I want to talk about here is that absolutely don't, okay? So don't do these things during the full moon energy so that you can be in your highest vibration. Number one, don't hold it in, okay? Don't hold it in. And I'm not talking about your bladder, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about don't hold in anything that needs to be released. And that comes to the point that I was talking about earlier, is that the moon energy is about releasing, it's about letting it out, letting it go. The more you hold, the more you are sabotaging yourself, and the more you are preventing yourself from clearing out these outdated energies so that you can have room, right? Have space energetically for new things, new manifestations to come through. The second thing that you absolutely do not want to do is to dwell on the past. Dwell on the missed opportunities. Dwell on the what could have happened, what would have happened, if I did this would have happened instead. Don't go there. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because the Mercury retrograde is bringing up a lot of the past events. And when these things come back, we're like, oh, I wish I could have said this instead. I wish I should have said that instead, or did that, or done that. What happens is that we lower our vibrations into guilt, shame, fear, and those vibrations are not that match for what it is that you want to manifest in your life. And not only that, is knowing that you never, ever, okay, I'm gonna say this again, you never, ever miss an opportunity in your life. Never. If it's meant for you, it will be there. It will happen. When you're ready, it will be there. It will happen. So everything is a learning. So maybe you really wanted to do something, but that moment you chicken out, or you just oh my God, I got really scared and I didn't do it. I didn't go for it. And you might feel a lot of remorse and regret. I want you to ask yourself this question instead. What has that experience taught me? What has that experience taught me? So I want you guys to focus on the gifts and the lesson instead of I could have did that. This is my regret. Don't go there. Go into a more empowerment state. And the last thing that I don't want you to step your feet in, okay, this muddy water, is replaying the past wrongdoings, replaying of something of the past, maybe memories, or maybe something terrible that happened. Maybe it's a traumatic event. Because during this energy of the Mercury retrograde, a lot of the past can happen. Breakups, sadness, drama, things can resurface. But I want you to be strong, okay? I want you to know that there's no point of you replaying it over and over again before you go to bed. Why are you programming yourself with that? What happens is that you are the only one who's hurting. Even if someone did something terrible happen to you, and maybe it's hard for you to let go, hard for you to forgive, I want you to try, okay? I'm inviting you to try for you, not for them, for you. Because when you let go, when you don't think about these things, when you don't allow these things to come and affect your current state, you are in the win. Because when you think about these wrongdoings, these hurtful things, these terrible things that happen, you're the only one who's hurting every time you bring it up. It's like a knife, right? Every time you bring it up, it cuts you again. It cuts you again. It cuts you again. So don't go there. Protect your energy, knowing that you are the creator of your life and your future begins now. So take empower actions. And if you guys want to know more about the full moon in Pisces, I made this video outlining the 5 things that you absolutely know. And I will be making more videos on this and meditations so that you guys can just listen and drift. So check out this video, and I can't wait to talk to you very soon.